I wake up early every morning, the sound of my alarm piercing through the quiet of the dawn. It's a job that demands discipline. Being a taxi driver isn't glamorous, but it has its moments. The streets are my office, and the city, my workplace. I grab a quick breakfast, then head out to my car, an old but reliable yellow taxi. It's seen better days, but it still runs like a dream. I open the door, the familiar scent of the worn leather seats greets me, and I settle in. The engine hums to life, and I pull into the streets, ready for another day of work. The first customer of the day is usually an early riser, often in a hurry. I've had businessmen in suits, hurriedly trying to catch a flight, and sleepy-eyed students heading to class. But today, it's a middle-aged woman, dressed in a business casual outfit. She's talking on the phone as she gets in. I nod, acknowledging her, and we start driving. The city is still waking up, and the streets are quieter than usual. I turn the radio on low, just enough to fill the silence with soft music. The woman's phone call continues as I navigate the morning traffic. I take a shortcut I know well, avoiding a jam on Main Street. The woman barely notices. As I drive, I think about the different people I meet every day. Each one has their own story, their own life, their own purpose. I've driven doctors, tourists, partygoers, and sometimes, even people just escaping from their problems. I've heard it all: rants about work, complaints about relationships, tales of adventure, and stories of heartbreak. The city feels like a living, breathing entity. At times, I feel like I'm a small part of its pulse, driving through it day in and day out, connecting the dots of its sprawling streets. Every ride brings a new story, a new experience. There's a calmness in this routine. As much as it's a job, it's also a way of life. Sometimes, I don't need to speak much. A comfortable silence with a passenger feels just as natural as a lively conversation. The woman eventually finishes her call. She looks at me, her eyes tired but kind. "Thank you," she says softly as we pull up to her destination. I smile and nod, wishing her a good day. The day goes on, and the city comes alive. I pick up more passengers, some in a hurry, others with nowhere special to go. The rhythm of the job is predictable, but every passenger is different. Every ride tells a unique story. I think about how my life has changed over the years. I used to have bigger dreams, a different career path in mind. But life had its own plans. Still, I can't complain. I make a living, I meet new people every day, and I get to experience the city in a way most never will. As the sun sets and the night takes over, I head to my final ride. A young couple, excited for a night out. They chatter away, holding hands, oblivious to the world outside. I drive, content, knowing that tomorrow will bring more of the same. I might be just a taxi driver, but for a moment, I get to be part of the story of the city and its people. At the end of each day, I park the taxi, turn off the engine, and take a moment to breathe. It's not the life I envisioned, but it's the one I have, and for now, that's enough. Tomorrow, I'll do it all over again. I am a taxi driver, and I carry the city with me, one ride at a time.